catch me if I fall. I'll put you in a grade 6 feet like Kenny.
Good afternoon and welcome to Premier League Live. It's the big one of the weekend from the Emirates Stadium. It is third placed Arsenal against league leaders Liverpool, with the visitors a chance to go 8 points clear at the top of the Premier League table. Or will Arsenal cut the gap to just 2 points? It is a huge fixture in this Premier League weekend. We've already had 3 Premier League games this afternoon, and just as I mentioned in that previous stream, we'd confirm those scorelines for you. Bournemouth and Forest did end 1-1. Wolves did beat Chelsea by 4-2, and Manchester United 3-0 winners against West Ham United. But this is the one we've been waiting for. These two sides met on this ground in the FA Cup a few weeks ago. Liverpool emerged victorious on that evening. Will it be rinse and repeat for Jurgen Klopp's Reds, or will Arsenal have the revenge in their sights and close the gap to the league leaders this afternoon? Well, the all-important team news is what we have been gazing at over the last hour and wondering what way Arsenal will play. We will start with the home side's team news as David Raya continues in goal. A back four of Ben White, William Saliba, Gabriel and Alexander Zinchenko in defence. A midfield of Jorginho, Declan Rice and captain Martin Odegaard, with a slight different front three. Gabriel Martinelli, Bukayo Saka and Kai Havertz starting as a similar centre forward. Gabriel Jesus not involved. On the bench for the Gunners is Ramsdale, Cedric, Kivior, Walters, Smith Rowe, El Neni, Nelson, Nketiah and Trossard. For the visiting Liverpool, they start with Alisson in goal. Trent Alexander-Arnold returns at right back through to Connor Bradley's absence at the moment. The back four is of Ibrahim Konate, the captain, Virgil van Dijk and Joe Gomez in defence. Continues in that left back role, does Gomez. In midfield, Alexis McAllister, Curtis Jones are joined alongside by Ryan Gravenberch, with Darwin Nunez dropped to the bench according to Jurgen Klopp, just tactical, with the front three of Luis Diaz, Diogo Jota and Cody Gakpo. The bench for Liverpool is Kevin Kelleher, Adrian Quansah, Robertson, Elliott, Thiago, McConnell, Clark and Nunez. The big one is that Thiago's back on the bench for the first time this season. Nunez on the bench dropped, but no Szoboszlai through a slight illness. So both sides missing key players in certain areas, but we'll be hoping that they have enough on the pitch to get the win this afternoon. Kick-off between Arsenal and Liverpool from the Emirates Stadium is next. Good afternoon and welcome to Premier League Live. It is Arsenal against Liverpool. It has been the one that we've been waiting for over this weekend, over the last week, keeping a close eye on these two teams to see how they do in the build up to this one. Well, it's now down to this 90 minutes to see which way these two teams' seasons will go. It's that important of a 6-pointer for both sides as Ryan Gravenberch gets the teams underway. Arsenal in their red and white, Liverpool in purple this afternoon. The same kit they wore when they did win in the FA Cup here a few weeks ago. They will want a similar result to that, Jurgen Klopp's side, but Arsenal want revenge from that Liverpool knocking them out of the FA Cup A competition that no one has won more times than Arsenal. But it's down to Liverpool, and it's a league game to try and make the difference. There's an early chance here for Jota. Just skips away from him at the last second. It's a long ball up from Liverpool, and it bounces its way into Jota's path, but just evaded him at the last second. Liverpool high pressing early on, and Jota fouling Jorginho there. See this again. It's a long ball out from the back from Virgil van Dijk over the top. Gakpo looked to try and take a touch. It escaped him. It bounds its way through for Jota and just got away from him at the last second. Unfortunately, from a Liverpool point of view there, Jota almost getting Liverpool off to a perfect start. Our referee this afternoon is Anthony Taylor, and VAR is David Coote. Funnily enough, David Coote was the VAR for the game at Anfield before Christmas, where Liverpool felt they were well hard done by not getting a penalty in that game. Not to say that they are sour, but you never know. Here's a chance for Arsenal. Kai Havertz was offside. Pretty clearly offside there. And Havertz in that role today of course, no Gabriel Jesus for Arsenal, so it's kind of a makeshift centre forward in Kai Havertz this afternoon, but I'm sure Odegaard will be heavily involved as well in the attack. Diaz went down there, but strong challenge by Ben White to win it back for Arsenal. Saliba. Mugizi says in the chat, Arsenal must win. Well, it is a huge game for both teams. Whoever does win certainly feel very differently about the title race. Such a tight title race this season. It could go either way this game. Here's Martinelli, finds Havertz. Rice, down to the right hand side is Saka. Liverpool back in shape. Saka finds it to Declan Rice, surrounded by Liverpool shirts, and Curtis Jones wins it back for Liverpool. As Virgil van Dijk under pressure from Saka. Alisson has to see it away from danger, but Ben White wins it back. Odegaard picks it up. Heads of the box, went down. Referee plays advantage. Ball over the top from Jorginho. Finds Saka. Saka across, and Konate has to clear it away. Good pressure from Arsenal early on. They get a round of applause and a cheer from the home crowd. Ben White with a throw-in to the byline for Odegaard, and Virgil van Dijk over to cover. Puts it out for another Arsenal throw. White to take again. Again, spotting Odegaard on the byline, but taking his time in this occasion. White taking a long time. Finds it to Saka. Back to White, and Liverpool get it away. Half cleared by Curtis Jones. Up for the challenge was Gravenberch, but Odegaard does well. Can't get past Virgil van Dijk. Saka's there. Hits it wide. Tight angle. Went behind for a goal kick, but electric start there from Arsenal. Keeping the pressure on Liverpool, not allowing them to get out of the danger. Odegaard does really, really well to hold off Virgil van Dijk. Stops him. And then Saka made the run through. But just too tight of an angle for Bukayo Saka to get it past Alisson, and behind goes for a goal kick to Liverpool. And that one. Here's Gomez. Back to McAllister, and now all the way back to Virgil van Dijk. Gomez under pressure. Has to find an out ball, but gives it away. Tries to recover, but can't win the ball back. Odegaard. Rice. Now White. Positive start from the home team. Rice. In his own half. Liverpool counter pressing. Jorginho does find the nice ball. Finds Zinchenko in space on the left. Martinelli. Down the left flank. Jorginho battling, and Alexander-Arnold over there to stop that. And doesn't get the corner. Arsenal. They felt that they should have. Martinelli's making that case. According to the referee and the officials, Trent Alexander-Arnold kept it in play and then headed off Martinelli to get the goal kick. He thought it was just going to go out for the corner. Oh, did it? It looked like it might have. Very close. Goal kick to Liverpool anyway. Alisson playing it out. Gravenberch. Konate. Back to Alisson. Cross to his captain Van Dijk. Breaking out from defence. Pressure on Jota there, coming deeper, but Virgil van Dijk's ball down the left is too much for Gomez, and Odegaard reacts to that by geeing up the crowd, getting them going. But it's been Arsenal. The pressure is being put on Liverpool by the Gunners so far. Liverpool struggling to really get a good touch on the ball, a couple of passes really. Struggling. But Arsenal have come out fighting. Saka. Back to Rice. And these two sides played out a pretty tight game at Anfield in the reverse fixture just before Christmas. Ended 1-1 on the occasion, but of course, as I mentioned already, the controversy around VAR. But on the balance of things, it would probably, both sides would argue that a draw was probably a fair result in the end. So far, 52% of the ball and the possession has been in Liverpool's final third. They need to get that away and balance the game out again as the pressure's on, but Liverpool can't win the ball, and bit of a scramble there. The referee's blown his whistle. He's given Liverpool the free kick, and they've taken it quickly. Jota down the right. Easily blocked off by Rice. Has to go back to Alexander-Arnold. He's back into the team, of course. Trent Alexander-Arnold out with an injury that he sustained here on this ground a month ago. Out with a slight issue. Conor Bradley's came in and absolutely lit it up at right back for Liverpool. In recent weeks, it was unstoppable. Of course, that's sad news of his father's passing, which means he is not available and involved today, Conor Bradley. And we wish him all the very best. Send him our condolences at this moment in time. Here's Curtis Jones. Does well to keep the possession. Finds Jota. Jota's ball just a bit off. And Gomez couldn't win it. He does get the throw in though of Declan Rice. Rice does very well there. Sliding in at a challenge and gets all ball. It's an incredible challenge. Jones. Gomez. Tried to flick it on for Jones, but disjointed Liverpool. Of course, Joe Gomez is another player who's had to deputise at full back for Liverpool this season. Andy Robertson with that long-term injury that he sustained on international duty in November. But of course, was back involved. He played in the game in midweek against Chelsea. Andy Robertson got a few minutes, not enough to allow him to start this game. He's on the bench again today. I have to say, Joe Gomez has done an incredible job at left back for Liverpool, of course, in the recent weeks that he has been in that side. Of course, Liverpool got both of their starting left backs injured, the same injury, the similar injury actually, and Kostas Tsimikas, their backup left back. Liverpool is edging closer to returning. Jurgen Klopp mentioned, but not enough. That's a nice turn by Diaz. Breaks away from Saliba. Now finds it to Gravenberch. Finds the oncoming Curtis Jones. Flicks it into the box, linking up with Jota. Back to Jones. Does get it back to Gomez. Gomez on the left. Delivery in. Good goalkeeping by David Raya. And he tries to get Arsenal on the break quickly. Martinelli down the left. Konate and chase, but not enough pace from Martinelli. Gets it across, and Saka was in there, couldn't direct it. Still Odegaard on the right. Plays it in. McAllister knew what was coming there. Got it away from danger. But again, that burst of pace on the counter-attack from Gabriel Martinelli. Not many players can do that to Ibrahima Konate, but great from Raya to spot the space to find Martinelli down the left flank. Charged his way past Konate. No chance for the Liverpool centre-back. Plays it across, and Saka, all he has to do is direct it in front of him, and he just kind of flicks it with his head. He doesn't get enough of a connection, and he flicks it across. But what an opportunity for Arsenal on the counter-attack. And I mean, last season it was such a familiar way of Arsenal scoring goals on the break, ruthless on the counter-attack. But that's what kind of spearheaded their title charge last season, Arsenal. But this time, not able to take their chance on that counter-attacking opportunity. Allow Liverpool a bit of a let off there. And they were caught out, Liverpool, on the break. Not often you see that in terms of beating for pure pace. Got great centre-backs in terms of recovery pace, Liverpool. Konate was well beaten there. Here's McAllister. Get Liverpool on the front foot. Gakpo in behind. Gakpo hits it wide. He felt there was a deflection there, Cody Gakpo, but felt there was a corner coming, but good idea by McAllister. Gakpo stepping off. It's Ben White that plays him onside. Really good spot from Gakpo. McAllister with a lovely ball, and Gakpo made the run, but the finish lacking there from Cody Gakpo, and it was hit wide. There was no deflection there. It was close, but no deflection. Goal kick was the correct decision. Both sides starting to find one or two openings to goal. "13 minutes gone, 0-0. Both sides having an opening early on at goal. Jota with a press on Saliba. Saliba does well to find it to Gabriel. Jorginho. Gabriel, nice move by Arsenal. Zinchenko looking for a pass. Finds Odegaard. Lovely ball through in behind. Here they have the chance. Here's Havertz. Big save by Alisson. The rebound to Saka. Almost a given. No chance there. And again, Arsenal break the deadlock. Liverpool caught out on the break again. Like a chasm through the two centre-backs. Havertz run through. Alisson made the save, but the rebound punished Liverpool. And Saka with a finish to give Arsenal an early lead. Move down the left-hand side. Zinchenko finds Odegaard. First time ball is perfect by the Arsenal captain. Havertz running through. Big save by Alisson, and the rebound is so unfortunate for the Liverpool keeper, who done incredibly well to stop Havertz initially. Poor finish, really, but Saka got the rebound, and no doubt about that. It was harder to miss than it was to finish for Saka there. And the Konate was close to clearing it, but Saka bombs Arsenal into an early lead. And Saka, the difference. As VAR had a quick check at that Arsenal goal, but they have confirmed that there was a slight hint that Saka might have been offside from the initial shot. And they've given it away again here, Liverpool. They need it. Waking up. Or scrambled away by Van Dijk. Liverpool caught unawares at the moment. They're not levelling it, and Alexander-Arnold's ball is just a hoof up the pitch, but the home crowd going. Liverpool stagnating at the moment. Although there's only 15 minutes gone and a long amount of this game to play, but Arsenal have the first blow. knock Liverpool. And they have the early lead. It'll be huge in terms of the title race, as we mentioned, you know how tight it is. A win for Arsenal here would be absolutely massive for them. They would go within 2 points of Liverpool in the title race. Manchester City would also be back in business as well. Remember, they have 2 games in hand. If Liverpool do lose this and City win their 2 games in hand, City would go a point above Liverpool in the league. So not only does it help Arsenal that Arsenal win, but it also helps Manchester City and their chance to get back in it too. Gravenberch, Konate, Virgil van Dijk. Of course, the best defence in the league breached early in this game. I kept a clean sheet here in the FA Cup game, Liverpool. Konate switching it out, looking for Diaz, but good header by Ben White. Put it out for the Liverpool throw. Gomez with the throw in back to Virgil van Dijk. And what Liverpool need to do is just recompose themselves. Although they are 1-0 down, but it is only 1-0 at this very early stage. And Liverpool, as they know, as you already know, have the most points from losing positions this season. 19 points when losing this season. That's the most of any other side in the league. So, taking a lead against Liverpool is never a certainty that you're going to get anything. And that was poor touch there from Gravenberch, and goes out of play for an Arsenal throw. But one thing about Arsenal, they know how important this is. Both sides will have known coming into this one that this is the one. This is the huge game. Arsenal have the home advantage, but I mean, Liverpool away from home this season. Only Manchester City have more points on the road than Liverpool this campaign. So it's not that Jurgen Klopp's side are kind of not good at away from home. We do know how to pick up points on the road, and big points as well, most notably away at City, that we saw earlier in the season, which was a huge point for Liverpool on that day. I think they just need to gather their thoughts a bit, Liverpool. They seem a bit rattled at this minute in time. McAllister, Jota, back to Konate. They just need to work a few passes, play their ball, and try and get back in the game. Arsenal need to keep the pressure. You know, on their front, it's all about keeping the crowd in the game. You know, the crowd are a huge asset to this team. You know, when Arsenal get going, the crowd get going. They're almost work in tandem in getting the result in their favour. Ball by Alisson's over the top. Saliba with a header, bouncing, and Jorginho went up for the header there. McAllister ended up on the floor, and Liverpool will get the free kick for that. Ball forward from the free kick. Alexander-Arnold trying to go for a hopeful one into the box, just stretching for it, but Raya, calm, comfortable, dealt with it. Here is David Raya, under pressure from Jota, but always had the pass to Rice. White, chipping it over. Saka involved, and Virgil van Dijk bombing his way through there, but giving away the free kick in the process, and allows Arsenal a set piece, although they probably waste their opportunity from the free kick given away. Back to Liverpool. Here's Alexander-Arnold under pressure, caught in two minds there. Alexander-Arnold caught out. Here's Odegaard, big block by Virgil van Dijk. Again, a bit all over the place there, Liverpool. Jota with the ball over under hit. Game's gone a bit frantic at the moment, and Liverpool just look lost at this time of the game. Look at the finding the spaces here. Arsenal, Odegaard through the lines, down the left is Martinelli. Saka in the box. Martinelli, can he find a pass blocked off by Alexander-Arnold? It will roll its way out for an Arsenal throw on the left hand side. Almost seems like Liverpool need to hang in there at the minute. They make any more mistakes and they could be dead and buried. Well, it's very early to say that, but go 2-0 down away at Arsenal. Tough as anything to come back. Liverpool, if they want to get back into this game, they need to remain and not make it any worse than 1-0. For now, anyway. Gomez. Header to no one. Another Arsenal throw will come. It seems like Liverpool just aren't really linking. I mean, Alisson plays the ball and Alexander-Arnold just... There's two players around him. No options at all. It just seems like Liverpool were just too keen to get up the pitch and get away from that position. But Arsenal knew there was pressure to be had, and they put the pressure on Alexander-Arnold and almost, you know, found their way to another goal. Really poor start to the game for Liverpool, really. McAllister battling for the ball. Had won the possession, but faltered it right away. Odegaard finds it to Saka. Arsenal on the brick again. Saka trying to work it into the box. Tried to chip it across, but caught out there, and then a man goes down. And Gravenberch, and Liverpool get another free kick. Seems like Liverpool are trying to win free kicks to take the pressure off them at the moment. They just can't deal with Arsenal in play. In play, Arsenal just look miles ahead of Liverpool at the minute. And Jurgen Klopp and Pep Linders, the manager and assistant coach, are trying to figure it out. Because Liverpool have looked, I mean, average, if that, to start this game. Gomez has space on the left. Always looking infield, but has to go back to Curtis Jones. There's no space to pass it. Jones across to Konate. And look, not writing Liverpool off yet. You know, it's still very early in this game. It's still a long, long way to go. But Arsenal are just bossing the game at the moment. Konate a bit hesitant there, but had the head start on the Arsenal player. And got it away. Back to his keeper. I think Liverpool just... said it many times, you just need to get the ball down on the floor and play. And Arsenal not allowing them that at the moment, and they're trying to go for these complicated passes, and when you're not playing at your best, just play the simple ball. You know, you play your simple ball, grow yourself into the game, and maybe later in the game you can play those more complicated balls, but at the moment you just need to get yourself in the game at all. Nice ball by McAllister, finds Diaz. Opportunity here. Diaz. Cross was blocked. Cleared away. Arsenal have so many bodies around the 18-yard box. Everyone back. Van Dijk. Konate. McAllister. Gives the ball away. And Arsenal on the brick again. But this time... Cynical foul there by Joe Gomez, and he puts himself in the referee's book early on. That foul on Havertz, who was running through on the counter-attack. I mean, Liverpool really... They look dazed. If that. They look so... so void of anything at this moment in time. I mean, it's difficult. I mean, Arsenal have been absolutely wonderful. You know, faultless so far, really, this Arsenal side. But Liverpool, probably architects of their own downfall at the minute. There's not enough. Anyway, 25 minutes gone. 1-0 to Arsenal at the Emirates. And that ball's a bit unnecessary from Ben White. Gives Liverpool a throw in. Gomez with a throw. Jones. McAllister and Gomez again. Arsenal's press is wonderful. Every time Liverpool get a pass on the ball, they just aren't given the time and space to try and keep the possession. Really good from Arsenal. Ben White has the throw in. Taking his time on the throw in. Ben White still not taking it. There we are. Throw into Odegaard, but Odegaard's flick on is going to go behind for a goal kick. After all that. Well, one key component that I think Liverpool surely are missing in that midfield is, although Alexis McAllister's been the best midfielder of the three, it's not been a hard competition, but Dominic Szoboszlai brings so much to this Liverpool midfield. That energy, that change of pace, that passing ability, just the vision to get them out of trouble when they close down Liverpool. You can feel his absence. Alexander-Arnold though trying to... Oh, with a cross. Gakpo was there, but Raya got the clean connection on it to hold it. Lovely ball by Alexander-Arnold, and I think Gakpo was there, but Gabriel got it back to his keeper. I mean, that's one man that can get something from nothing. Trent Alexander-Arnold, know his quality. And it's well documented, well published. Trent Alexander-Arnold's ability to pass from anywhere on the pitch to any position. Look at the early stats. Arsenal had 4 shots, 2 on target. Liverpool have had 2 shots, but Liverpool edging the possession. A good ball down the right again. Here's Alexander-Arnold, another delivery in. This time it took a deflection. Liverpool will get the corner. Maybe. Just maybe. The tide might be changing. Bit early to say that, but Liverpool 1 or 2 opportunities, but there's a bit more space down in the wide areas, especially for Alexander-Arnold. A couple of times now he's put that ball in, or he's got on the ball and tried to measure one forward. And he has the corner to take. Alexander-Arnold, bodies in the box for Liverpool. Ball in, all the way through. Van Dijk was up, but not on target that time. Virgil van Dijk, and behind for the goal kick. Has been on target multiple times before for Liverpool. Virgil van Dijk. This season especially. Scored in the 5-2 FA Cup win against Norwich from a corner. Scored also from a corner in the Sheffield United game away earlier this season. Virgil van Dijk. Not that time though. Ben White. Saka. White under pressure from Diaz. Uses his skill to get past him with Gomez battling. Van Dijk chops it up. Finds Diaz. Well beaten there by Saka to win the ball. It's gone a bit physical as McAllister wins the ball fairly, according to Anthony Taylor, but the home fans not happy with the earlier kind of battle with, I think, Saka and Diaz they're unhappy with, but the referees played on. Alisson. Konate. And the home fans feeling that Arsenal just taking their foot off the gas slightly in the last moment or two. They're staying with them, cheering them on. Alisson's almost at the centre circle here. Van Dijk. It's that compact for Arsenal. It's Jones over the top. Gakpo had made the run, but this time Raya was the favourite, and Raya got the catch. That's given away. Jones beaten by White. White goes down. And he'll get the free kick. McAllister at the man fouled, but he can't believe it. Anthony Taylor's given a free kick to Arsenal. It's White. I mean, he beats past Curtis Jones, and then White. Yeah. I mean, McAllister just does come right in front of him, and White has to jump out of the way, but It is a foul. Just inside the Arsenal half. The referee here is booking Ben White. I think it might be for time wasting. He's already, as I mentioned a couple of times, he's wasted a bit of time from throw-ins. And he took too long for Anthony Taylor's liking on that free kick. And he's been booked. And the free kick all the way back with Alisson anyway. And Alexander-Arnold eyeing up a pass forward. Goes for the long one. Too long for any of his teammates. Pressure on Raya though. He has to just... anywhere will do really for him. And now to play for a Liverpool throw on the left hand side. About 14 minutes to go plus additional time of the first half. Arsenal 1, Liverpool 0. And the referee sorting a few things out with the fourth official. Looks like a communication problem. Dropping a bit of a communications device or something. No idea what that's all about. And Craig Pawson just trying to resolve the issue at the moment. So the game is stopped momentarily with the referee Anthony Taylor having a slight problem. Get a grip of yourself, really. Don't forget one more Premier League game to come this weekend. Tomorrow night, we're at the Emirates Stadium. As Manchester City, who will be quite happy with this scoreline so far as it is, well, they head to Brentford in a chance to get themselves back in the mix. You know, their game in hand is actually against Brentford as well. They play Brentford tomorrow at 8 o'clock. Alisson back in play now. The referee has sorted that issue. Konate. Gomez goes forward, looking for the wide ball. Alexander-Arnold keeps it in. Gakpo in tight space, trying to get his way past Gabriel. Still holding the ball up as Gakpo, and then lost his balance, and Zinchenko battling, but he won it back there. Cody Gakpo does well. At the corner flag, Zinchenko and Gakpo still battling. And Gakpo hit it straight out of play. Wanted a corner. Didn't take a deflection off Zinchenko. Straight behind. Arsenal goal kick. Goal kick taken. Raya goes long. Konate stepping up, winning the first header. So Jorginho's ball has found its way to Martinelli and goes back to Zinchenko, who tries to spin past Curtis Jones. Second time round, Jones stops him. Rice receives the ball, and then the challenge from Jota on Jorginho is a bit late, so a free kick to Arsenal. Jorginho feeling the pain of that one as well. Game's gone a bit, I wouldn't say flat, but much more even in the last moment or two. Arsenal have most certainly stepped off the gas a slight bit. Whether that be Liverpool growing into the game or Arsenal just taking a breather and managing the game a bit more, we will see, of course, how the game plays out in the later stages. But here we are as Arsenal have the free kick, and Martinelli tried to play it through, blocked off, and Gravenberch, but just before he was challenged by Jorginho, won the throw-in. But I think if Liverpool carry to half-time, another 10 minutes or so plus additional time to go till that point, but if they either keep it at 1-0 or better that, they will still need a big performance in the second half if they want to come back here, Liverpool. Arsenal, they just need to keep doing what they were doing. I mean, they were absolutely kind of unstoppable. Liverpool just weren't able to match them, compete with them in the early stages. Here's Martinelli. Finds it to Havertz. Havertz looking for the ball across. I mean, he tried to catch out Alisson, really. And that was a bit optimistic, shall we say. For Kai Havertz. And again, it's that first time ball in behind. Liverpool seem to be caught out. They don't. The two centre-backs look lost as to who they're going to go near. Like, both, they don't know where to be. That's really good from Arsenal. Liverpool defenders just don't know who to stop. It's quite remarkable that, like, Martinelli and Saka, and also to a point Kai Havertz, just they're not sitting in a similar in a kind of standardised space. They're moving about. They're free flowing, and Liverpool defenders just don't know who to mark and who to stay with and who to step into and who to leave, and it's kind of a bit of confusion from Liverpool defensively at the moment, where they can't just figure out how to stop the Arsenal players from getting so much of the ball, because Arsenal aren't keeping their players, pinning them forward. They're dropping them a bit deeper into spaces in between the Liverpool defence and midfield, and it's kind of creating that ambiguity of, does this defender step in, or does he sit back and let it happen and then engage? It's quite confusing at the moment for them. There's Martinelli, nice step in. Konate on the cover. Konate fouling Martinelli, free kick to Arsenal. Does really well. The slide of his footwork, beautiful from Martinelli. Of course, heavily involved Martinelli in the early stages. Well, these two, in their last two meetings, both coming at Anfield, by the way, in the Premier League, have ended in draws. 1-1 at Anfield this season and 2-2 last season. But Arsenal did win their last fixture here against Liverpool in the league 3-2 last campaign, early in October last season. Rice, ball over the top. Konate with the clearance, not fully cleared away. Gabriel! Alisson got down, made the save. Alisson goes long, but who's going to target? It was Jota that was the main target, but great defending again from Arsenal to deny any sort of threat there from Liverpool. But these next 7 minutes of this first half are huge. If at half time it is 1-0, I would say more positive for Liverpool than Arsenal. They've had so many chances. Martinelli, time and space to find the pass. Finds Odegaard, now finds Saka. Saka looking to whip it in. Konate got up, needed to. Gomez half clears. Rice from distance blocked. Bounces his way to Havertz. Alisson with a save. But the flag was up anyway against Havertz, so it wouldn't have counted. Seems like Arsenal are having a late flurry in the first half. This is a huge couple of minutes for Arsenal, really. They get a second, they'll feel much more comfortable at half time. 1-0 lead. It only takes one mistake to find yourself under a lot of pressure and peg back into the game. It's all well and good taking the lead, but you have to maintain that and also kind of build upon that. They talk about it being a foundation, taking the lead, but build upon that and try and push for a second. They've had openings. Gomez though, Gakpo, Alexander-Arnold was forcing it through there, and Arsenal get it away again. Gomez wins it again, flicked on by Gravenberch, or the ball to find Gravenberch, sorry, from Gakpo, but it's cleared away by Arsenal. McAllister battling with Martinelli, winning the Liverpool throw. Alexis McAllister, Argentinian, probably been Liverpool's best player in the first half, really. Alexis McAllister. Brightest things that Liverpool have done have all come through him. The Cody Gakpo chance was a beautifully threaded pass by Alexis McAllister. It's probably their only real opportunity at goal in the first half, Liverpool. Jota, Gomez, back to Van Dijk. Into the last 5 minutes of the first half. Arsenal 1, Liverpool 0. Konate. Diaz. The Gakpo. Now Gravenberch. Liverpool have really struggled to find the passes between their forwards so far in this one. Not really been... I mean, they could be... all three of them could be in different continents. They've been that disconnected. Here's Diaz, though. Better bit of connection, but the Diaz pass is overhit through the middle and easy for David Raya to collect, but it's a bit wayward. Raya with a long ball from the catch from the ball late. Van Dijk with a header, back the way it came. Canati up with the header. Rice battling with Gravenberch in midfield. Curtis Jones felt he was fouled, but Gravenberch continues the run. Referees played advantage and curtailed there was Rice, but just leaned in on Gravenberch. No foul, says Anthony Taylor. As Jorginho has it, finds Havertz. Zinchenko. Oh, miscued a pass there, but got away with it. Liverpool couldn't capitalise. Jota's pass was a bit wayward. Gabriel trying to find Martinelli on the left. Konate drifting out. Has to stop him and does so. Ibrahima Konate there. Stops him in his tracks. Alexander-Arnold. Back to Alisson. Now Van Dijk. Alisson to Curtis Jones. Now McAllister with space in the middle. And again, the pressure from defense, from behind from Kai Havertz, but according to referee Anthony Taylor, a foul on Alexis McAllister. Yeah, the ball just goes away, but yeah, McAllister does get the ball off before Havertz does come sliding in, and it is a bit late there from Kai Havertz, but nothing more than that. Just a free kick, which Liverpool have taken. Van Dijk. Gomez. 2 minutes plus additional time to go. Arsenal 1, Liverpool 0 in this first half. Gravenberch. Alexander-Arnold with the ball. Diaz on the edge, not given the space and time, and Saliba does well to get it away and almost get Arsenal on the front foot and on the break again. They always look a threat on the break here, Arsenal. Martinelli, space in the middle, so much space. Here's Saka. Odegaard on the overlap, and Liverpool do get bodies back, but Saka still has the ball, forcing it wide. Here's Ben White. Here's Declan Rice. To Jorginho, now finds Odegaard through the lines. Good again from Arsenal. Here's White. This is huge. White with a cross away by Konate. Not fully cleared. Odegaard heads it down. Saka involved. Gravenberch with a clearance. Jota up and firing it long. Diaz takes it down. Pushed to the ground. Felt he was fouled. Referee told him to get up, but I mean he pushed to the floor. As Arsenal have it back. Here's Saka. Jorginho. Last minute of the 45. Arsenal more controlled and more involved there, and a bit late there from Diaz. Bit of frustration. We're not getting the earlier free kick. He's left one in on Ben White. Ben White has gone down there. It's a slight clip. See it again. Oh yeah, he does stand on his foot, to be fair. Just a bit of frustration. Oh, there we are. The signature, Jurgen Klopp having a chat with the fourth official. So we surpassed the 45 minutes. We'll see how long will be added on to the end of the first half. Rice's ball over the top. That's good from Saka, actually, to deny them a goal kick there, Liverpool, and keep them deep in their own half. 3 added minutes till half-time. At this point, I would say Liverpool need half-time more than Arsenal, really. They need to regroup and reinvent themselves in the second half. They've been nowhere near it in this first half, Liverpool, and if they keep playing the way they've been playing, they will be put to the sword. Chance here for Arsenal. Martinelli. Somehow Liverpool get it cleared away. Goodness me, but they're living dangerously again. It's just lacking it. Gakpo's ball too straight again. It just seems like Liverpool are just half asleep. They're just not there. Not in the game. It's bizarre. Again, it's good move by Arsenal, but far too much space. I mean, what Liverpool are doing? All over the place, and Arsenal just running rings around them. Placed ball by Jorginho, and then Martinelli just waited on the spin. Kanate got his body on the line to get it away, but again, it's just simple. Oh, that's poor Jones under pressure. Oh, did get out of the way. Ultimately, when it looked like he was beaten there by Saka, did Curtis Jones fight back and rescued a throw in for his team somehow. But I think half-time can't come quick enough for the visiting side, who have really struggled. But one positive I'm sure that will be thought about is they can only improve. I mean, they've been probably as bad in this first half as they were last season in vast majority of games. It's just not been the Liverpool we've seen in recent weeks. That Liverpool that have been ruthless since the turn of the year. You know, have been incredible in the Premier League since the turnaround. I mean, back-to-back games in the Premier League, 3 games in a row where they scored 4 goals. I mean, they've just been ruthless. But today, they haven't looked anywhere near that. It's Diaz getting caught. Oh, it's bounced in. Maybe a bit of slice of luck. Where does that come from? Just as I talk about Liverpool don't look like scoring for the death of them today. And somehow a mistake from Arsenal gets them back. Where does that come from? Talk about how Liverpool need half-time. Well, silence ensues around the Emirates. I mean, shock indeed. I was ready for the half-time whistle to be blown, and Arsenal don't deal with it first time. Diaz brings it down. Gravenberch, bit of space, chops it, lifts it over the top. Diaz battling with Gabriel, doesn't deal with it, and he keeps the pressure on the Arsenal defender. It gets a bit scrambly, it gets a bit tight, and it hits the hand of Gabriel and goes in. Wicked deflection. Saliba under pressure from Diaz. Diaz just gets in there, and the hard work and fight from Diaz gets a right boot to it. Hits it off the right arm of Gabriel. And a slice of luck indeed for Liverpool. And how, who knows? Questions will be asked, but I don't think anybody will really have the answer. Goodness me. And there is the half-time whistle from Anthony Taylor. What a bizarre end to the half at the Emirates Stadium. Arsenal by far the better team. And Liverpool talk towards the end of the half. Liverpool get it to 1-0 at half-time. Never know. Rescue. You can only improve in the second half. But it turns out a bit of luck. Slice of luck indeed. But nevertheless, somehow at half-time at the Emirates, well, half-time analysis on the way next, it's Arsenal 1, Liverpool 1. Goodness me.
Catch me if I fall. grade 16 like Kenny. Call me a god. Call me a god. Call me a god.
Welcome back to Premier League Live, half-time at the Emirates Stadium, and as Arsenal won, Liverpool won somehow at half-time. A crazy end of that first half. I mean, how Liverpool have got that equalizer, I do not know. But nonetheless, that is the scoreline at the break. It is all level. I mean, Arsenal, and we will talk about that. We've been in an unbelievable day, or unbelievable weekend of Premier League action. So unpredictable, and once again it is unpredictable. An own goal, really, from Gabriel that gets Liverpool back in it somehow before half-time. Let's talk about that then. Arsenal 1, Liverpool 1 at the break. I mean, you can go through the stats, you can go through everything, but watching that game in that first half, Liverpool were devoid of any kind of attacking threat for 48 minutes. I mean, they had one opportunity, I think, the main opportunity that they had in that first half, bar the goal, but the opportunity they created themselves, it was Cody Gakpo. Through ball by McAllister, Cody Gakpo through the middle, and then he hit it wide of the left post. But that was their main attack. It was just a shot wide. But Arsenal were so good. I mean, they come out of the traps flying at the start of the half. They were pressing Liverpool, pushing Liverpool, not allowing them time and space on the ball. They were all over them, running riot and running rings around Liverpool in that first half, the vast majority of it. And you think, this, if Arsenal keep playing like this, it could get dangerous. Liverpool could concede more 2 or 3 or even 4 in that first half. It was that dire at times for Liverpool, not just defensively, but in possession. They just lacked anything in that first half. It was all Arsenal. I mean, they were absolutely incredible. Liverpool kept it even in terms of possession. I mean, Liverpool have actually somehow edged the possession at half-time, 53% to Arsenal's 47%. But Arsenal, it's that Arsenal team that we saw last season. I mentioned it when they scored their goal. It's that Arsenal team that we saw when they went on their title charge last season. From that first half, they looked ruthless in counter-attacks. They looked so threatening on the break. It was pretty much unstoppable. And how many times did we talk last season about when Arsenal did go on that title charge against Man City? It was their counter-attacking ability. It was their attackers that were keeping them going. It was their ability to just put games to bed by scoring loads and loads of goals and a hat full of goals. I mean, if they had an attacker that could finish more than once in a game, maybe they could be further ahead in this one. But they haven't, and they didn't take their chances. And I mean, I'm not going to bring it back to the whole idea of if you don't take your chances, you'll be punished. Because, I mean, maybe it is like that. But in that first half, Arsenal were so good that they just... It was counter-attacking football at its best from Arsenal. And Liverpool just looked so vulnerable. I mean, I mentioned it at times. The Arsenal attackers just were so kind of fluid in their movement. And they weren't allowing Liverpool to have time to figure out who's going to mark who and who's going to attack this. And Liverpool were just all over the place. I mean, Virgil van Dijk on the goal kind of steps into midfield to try and press Odegaard. It leaves the space, a chasm in the Liverpool defence. I mentioned it when they scored, Arsenal. Arsenal played so well and kind of confusing the Liverpool defence as to what they need to do to stop them in attack. That Liverpool just look all over the place. And the space Arsenal allowed in that midfield. I mean, the midfield for Liverpool, they were caught out as well. They were too high up. I mean, the spaces between the centre backs and the midfield, far too much for to allow Arsenal those spaces, especially with the likes of an Odegaard that can play a pass on a sixpence. Incredible, Martin Odegaard, for that pass through. But then, you know, you come to the point. Liverpool just looked devoid in that first half, and Arsenal were toying with them for a lot of the first half. I mean, they were pressing and pushing and probing Liverpool at every single chance. And then, I mean, I don't know how, but somehow, a bit of luck. I mean, Liverpool will be counting their lucky stars at half-time because Luis Diaz, I mean, incredible from Diaz, doesn't allow the man to have the better of him, doesn't let the attack come to a disappointing end as the ball gets away from him. Saliba on the cover, and he somehow stretches round Saliba with his right leg, gets it in, and just puts it into the mix. Gabriel caught unawares, hits it with his right hand, he flicks it with his right arm, and it just bundles over the line. And it's one of those ones where Liverpool will know that that goal is luck. They'll know that that first half, they don't deserve to be going in at half-time level. But one thing is certain is Liverpool can only improve. And at 1-1, Arsenal, I'm not saying Arsenal are on the back foot now, but they're certainly not. They're played amazing. If they play the way they did in that first half, they will win this game. And if Liverpool play the way they played in that first half, they will lose this game because they won't get another opportunity like that. But both goals haven't been there at the best. I mean, Havertz shot, rebounds, Saka finishes for 1-0, and then the Diaz one a bit crazy. The own goal on Gabriel. So both goals haven't been, I mean, masterful, pieces of great brilliance from either side. But when you run you through the stats, I mean, it just tells you how dominant it's been. Arsenal, the possession I already spoke about, Liverpool have edged it, but Arsenal shots, 8 shots to Liverpool's 3, 4 on target for Arsenal. Liverpool yet to have a shot on target, funnily enough, in the first half. Corners have been nowhere. Liverpool have had just the 1 corner. Arsenal yet to have a corner in the game. Arsenal have had 4 big chances. That's where it comes down to. They've had 4 big chances in that first half, Arsenal. Missed 3 of them. That is the difference. If Arsenal had taken even 1 more of those big chances, the game wouldn't be where it is right now. Obviously, it's not. They would have scored 2 goals. But what I mean is, the dynamics of the game wouldn't be where it is. The kind of atmosphere wouldn't have allowed it. Liverpool wouldn't have got that goal back. It would have been 2-0 Arsenal, comfortable lead at half-time, and Liverpool would have had all the work to do in the second half. It's fine margins in the Premier League, and that's how tight it is. Passing accuracy's been decent for both sides, 82%, below par for both teams, really. They'll both not be happy with that. They'll want improvement on that front. But the crucial thing is, and I think Liverpool will be most certainly the happier of the two teams at half-time, and the managers, Jurgen Klopp, I mean, I won't be happy. I'd be happy that he's not losing at half-time, but he won't be happy with how his side have played. And Mikel Arteta will be, I'm sure, also slightly disappointed the fact that Arsenal haven't been able to take their opportunities when they've come their way on multiple occasions, and they missed a couple of big chances that could have seen them at home and dry in this game at half-time. That's how different it's been. Let's just quickly have a look at the league table at half-time while we're here anyway. I'm talking about it. A draw would mean that both sides would still be separated by 5 points. Both would only get a point from this one. The big beneficiaries of a draw would be Manchester City, who, if they win tomorrow and win that game in hand, would be level on points with Liverpool, but behind on goal difference. Depending on how well they win those 2 games, they could be ahead of. So a draw would still benefit Manchester City. It would benefit them more than anything else. An Arsenal win would be perfect for City fans at this moment in time. But Liverpool, not done yet. And I mean, they need to be much better in that second half if they're going to even test Arsenal and try and win this game somehow, Liverpool. I mean, who would have thought at half-time, based on what we've seen in the first half, we'd be talking about Liverpool possibly going on to win this. But still, a long, long way to go. Still another half of football where it could all change again. And the dynamics of the game can change. I mean, it would be interesting to see what way the second half starts. I mean, I'm sure the Arsenal fans will want to get behind their side and get them going to start the second half, and I'm sure Mikel Arteta will say that as well. You know, go out and not allow Liverpool a chance to build their way into the second half. Go out there and explode on them like you did in the first half, because this time surely you'll be able to take your chances. But we will see. Liverpool's point of view, they need to come out and they need to put pressure on Arsenal early on and make them nervous and get the crowd quietened down, and that's the technique that Liverpool need to employ. They struggled that in the first half. They didn't do that at all in the first half, where they silenced the crowd. I mean, bar the crazy goal at the end, the Arsenal fans were pretty much perfect. They were incredible in that first half, keeping their side going and supporting them all the way. But at half-time, it's in the balance somehow at the Emirates Stadium. Half-time, it's Arsenal 1, Liverpool 1. The second half from the Emirates Stadium. We'll have live commentary of that here. Do stay with us here on LFS. The second half is on the way next.
Catch me if I fall. Messi, I'll put you in a grade 16 like Kenny. Call me a
Welcome back to Premier League Live, the second half from the Emirates Stadium on the way in just a moment, but still to come on LFS this weekend. We have another Premier League game to come for you tomorrow at 8 o'clock at the Monday Night Football at the G-Tech Community Stadium as Brentford welcome Manchester City. After that, next Sunday we have the big one. Super Bowl 58 live from Las Vegas as Kansas City Chiefs and the San Francisco 49ers in a repeat of Super Bowl 54. And the Niners want revenge. That is next Sunday at 11:30 on LFS. The second half is next. Welcome back to Premier League Live, the second half on the way in a moment or so, and there's a change coming afoot. I don't know who it's going to be. Well, I do know who it's going to be, but it's not who we're expecting to make a change at half-time. I don't think Liverpool have made a change. It's Arsenal that have made the change, and it's Jakub Kiwior, I think, has come on. We'll confirm that for you in a second. It was an Arsenal player coming on. Interesting moments there. So Jakub Kiwior is the man who's come on. I'm guessing he's come on for Alexander Zinchenko. I'll wait and see for the confirmation as we get back underway for the second half at the Emirates. 1-1. Whether it be through warrant or a bit of luck, it'll not matter. 1-1 is the score. And Luis Diaz coming out of the traps quickly here, Liverpool. Diaz tried to go himself and blocked off. Jota was the free man. It was Zinchenko, by the way, that Kiwior has come onto the pitch for. McAllister from distance hits it wide. That would have been a cracker of a goal from Alexis McAllister. Look at that. It's well wide, though. I mean, don't know. David Raya diving well wide of his goal. He's panicked, even though it was going well wide. Well, there you go. Liverpool have had already more goal threat in the first 35 seconds or so than they did in the whole of the first half, really. There we are. Quite hilarious. No changes from Liverpool half-time, which is, as I said, a bit of a shock. Darwin Núñez still on the bench. I mean, I'm sure we will see him at some point, just not just yet. And Jurgen Klopp did say it was a tactical change why he wasn't starting this game this afternoon. As he did, of course, start the Chelsea game and lit it up against Chelsea. Got a record. Hit the most times he's hit the woodwork in one game. It's about 20 odd years. Last time the woodwork was hit 4 times in a Premier League game, which was quite remarkable that he hit the woodwork 4 times, including he missed a penalty by hitting the post. Jones. Liverpool looking with more space now. Here's Diaz down the left-hand side. Diaz across. Jota was in there and Gravenberch too, but no one could find the finish. Alexander-Arnold in. Headed away. Liverpool coming out fighting. Although Konate under pressure. Does well against Martinelli. Gets it back to Alisson there. Positive from Liverpool. 1 or 2 minutes. And I'm sure, let's just say, in a nice way, I'm sure Jurgen Klopp would have given them a, what will we say, a good boosting at half-time, shall we say. There's a lot of different phrases I can use. But, you know, have to keep it PG and all that. Here's Diogo Jota for Liverpool. Diaz finding space, gives it out to the left, finds Curtis Jones. Liverpool in the box again. Jones just wide. Again, openings for Liverpool. Arsenal not come out yet in the second half. Not too far away from Curtis Jones there. From the left-hand side, right-footed. It was curling closer and closer, but just wide of the right post in the end. A tight angle there. And what a start to the second half. They've come out fighting and already shown a lot of attacking intent. A couple of times they've shown a lot of attacking threat as well. Goal kick to Arsenal then. 3 minutes gone. The second half. Raya to knock it long. The ball will evade everyone and go out for a throw-in. And Mikel Arteta wanting the crowd to get up. Wanting the crowd to cheer the Arsenal fans on. Or the Arsenal team on, sorry. If they're cheering themselves on, that would be pretty narcissistic. Alexander-Arnold with a throw-in. Jota battling with Gabriel and brought down by Gabriel, but the referee said it was a fair challenge, just a collision. And the two battling together, no foul. Odegaard has it here for Arsenal in a bit of space. Jones went to press, finds it to Saka now to Odegaard. Back to Odegaard again. Liverpool crowding him out, but not getting the ball. Saka. Oh, and the ball from Saka's overhit that one. And Martinelli was nowhere near that. I mean, no one was anywhere near that. Straight out of play for a throw-in. Arsenal look a bit rattled now. They need to get themselves back and composed. Alexander-Arnold taking his time from the throw-in now. Taking lessons from Ben White. Throw in, and Jota with the first header, the only header, and out of play for another for an Arsenal throw there. Interesting to see how the dynamics of this second half grow. How both teams try and play this game in the second half as it being an even. Oh, Kivior taking his time. I mean, no one wants a quick throw in. Odegaard, lovely ball, finds Havertz. Konate battling. Holds off Kai Havertz really well there, Konate. Good, strong defending. And Gravenberch under pressure goes back to Alexander-Arnold. Long, flicked on by Gakpo into space. Jota battling, loses that one. Jones can't recover it, finds Rice to Arsenal. Jorginho starting to grow into the game, or grow into the second half. Getting their passes linking up now. Here's Martinelli down the left up against Alexander-Arnold. No competition in that first half really between the two. Liverpool a bit slow to the challenges again. Gakpo, or Gravenberch, sorry, couldn't get there. McAllister battling. Arsenal keep the possession. Gabriel. Now Jorginho. Through the lines, finds Odegaard. Running at the Liverpool defence. Curtis Jones gets a important connection with it. And then Saka offside will allow Liverpool a free kick. Ball over the top. Gakpo had made the run. Raya had knew that was coming and pumped it long. Konate. Alexander-Arnold. Not the best touch. Given away. Jorginho. Havertz. Now Jorginho. This is the moment where Arsenal need to grab a foothold in the game again. Jorginho. Nice ball. Havertz. Too much space. Odegaard works the space. The angle and the deflection. Just wide. Seen a couple of deflected goals today, but that one deflected just wide of the left post. Off Konate and behind for the corner. Again, too easy. You look at that. I mean, it's Jorginho literally pass it right in front of him. Clear path. No one trying to get in the way of that pass at all from Liverpool. Basics. And they have a corner now for Arsenal. On the left-hand side. Rice over the tick. Right-footed. At the front post. Not headed away, but headed down. And Diaz does clear his lines for Liverpool. The ball will bounce out of play for an Arsenal throw. And Liverpool are moving quite rapidly on the bench. It looks like Harvey Elliott, Darwin Nunez, and Andy Robertson is also getting ready. So Jurgen Klopp eyeing up a triple change in a moment. Strange why he didn't make it at half time. I mean, it's been 8 minutes. And if he wasn't happy with his side in the first half, why not make the changes at half time? Or maybe he just wanted to assess how his side would respond to that equaliser. And he just hasn't been happy with how his side have responded. And he just wants to make those changes now. Jones beating off the ball. Jota wins it back. Gomez. That's Diaz, but lots of Arsenal bodies around him. Does find the pass to Jones. Diaz chips it out to the right. Finds Alexander-Arnold. Goes for the deep one. Jota had made the run. Does get it to Jota. Jota lifts it in. Away by Saliba. Not fully cleared. Touch from Jones. Catched and cleared away by Arsenal. It's better from Liverpool there. When they look to be in a tight space, they work their way out of it. And McAllister pulled down here by Odegaard. Free kick to Liverpool. And I wonder if those changes are going to be made yet. They're not going to be made just this second, as the free kick's already been taken. Liverpool moving it quickly. Van Dijk. Diaz on the left. Up against White. He's come out lively in the second half, Diaz. Jota back to Curtis Jones. Trying to eke any bit of space. Curtis Jones, another player who's been really, really good in midfield for Liverpool in the last few weeks, but today he's just not been at the level. Oh, awkward one for Ibrahim Konate. Oh, and a yellow card it will be for the Liverpool centre-back. I mean, Kai Havertz battling with Konate. I mean, I think Anthony Taylor's got a bit excited there, really. I mean, what do you want Konate to do? Strange. Anyway, Arsenal get the free kick. I mean, I thought it was a bit strange. Kai Havertz was holding him off, but I mean, Konate has to try and battle to win the ball. He has the right to win the ball. Or to even go to win the ball. Bit strange. Nevertheless, Arsenal have the free kick. So a free kick for Arsenal here. Odegaard and Rice over it. 10 minutes of the second half gone. Liverpool still waiting to make those changes. They're not going to do it just yet. It's a long way out, this. That camera angle was very deceiving. About 38 yards out. That's a long way away. Odegaard will just deliver it. Goes for this weird angle, and The header from Gabriel is wide. Should have done better there, but a good idea by Odegaard. Worked the angle beautifully. Fantastic. Got behind the Liverpool defenders, and Gabriel should have done better with his header. Put it wide. Alexander-Arnold's ball forward. It was targeting Gakpo, who was fouled, and a yellow card goes the way of an Arsenal centre-back. Gabriel, the man booked. It's not been a good 15 minutes for him, has it? Ended the half with an own goal. Missed a header from a free kick, and now he's given a foul away, and been booked for that. Foul on Cody Gakpo. I don't know if Liverpool are going to make those changes. They are going to make those changes now. Took them long enough. They were getting ready about 4 minutes ago. Here we are. Liverpool are going to make those changes then. Oh, interesting. Trent Alexander-Arnold is coming off. So what I'm guessing will happen is Joe Gomez will go to left back. Joe Gomez will go to right back, Andy Robertson will come to left back. Harvey Elliott's also coming on. He's going to be replacing Ryan Gravenberch. And the third substitution is going to be Cody Gakpo coming off, and he's going to replace Darwin Nunez. So, Alexander-Arnold, Gravenberch and Gakpo all off, replaced by Robertson, Elliott and Nunez. So Jurgen Klopp made his changes. Will they make an impact just before this free kick? Alexis McAllister to take. Right-footed delivery. Right the way in, just ahead of Virgil van Dijk. White tries to clear it, just for a throw-in. Taken quickly by Diaz. Robertson. Here's Curtis Jones. Diaz, right-footed delivery in, flicked on. Ooh, gives it out to Joe Gomez on the right. Gomez wins the corner off Jakub Kiwior. It's not often Joe Gomez played right back in recent times. Of course, there's been that deputy at left back with those injuries, and he does play right back as well. I mean, his main position is centre back, but it's very rare that he plays that position for Liverpool now. He's moved into that James Milner role of being so kind of fluid in the back line. Robertson for this corner then. In swinger, left footed from the right hand side. Fizzed across. Headed away. Elliott with the follow up. Flicked on, bouncing around. Arsenal get it under control, and Jota with a press on Jorginho will get it out for an Arsenal goal kick. Pressure there on Arsenal. The corner comes to nothing for Liverpool there. It's having a slight issue at the moment with our technology. There we are. All fixed. No issues there. Just an issue with our technology for a moment there. We're back up and running again. Here's Declan Rice running through on the right hand side, gives it to Saka. Chance for Arsenal here. Saka, edge of the box, shoots wide. Took a deflection in the way through. Good move by Declan Rice. Broke free through the middle and laid the ball off to Saka on the right. Saka does well to step in, and Nunez had to get in the way of it and deflect it wide for the corner. Declan Rice to take this corner for Arsenal. 15 minutes of the second half gone. Rice with the delivery all the way in, almost catching everyone out there, but the firm, clean connection comes off an Arsenal player. Goal kick to Liverpool. And that is in the balance this game. It remains. It'll be interesting to see how both sides approach the final 30 minutes. Of course, they both want to go for the winner. A draw helps neither. I mean, a draw only helps Man City. Lovely ball. Jota takes it down beautifully. A chance for Liverpool on the break here. Jota almost got caught under his feet. Diaz with a shot into the hands of Raya. Good opportunity. Now Arsenal trying to respond, but really good defending by Konate there. Calm and composed. Finds it to Gomez. Now Elliott. Closely marked by Martinelli. Elliott couldn't carry the ball through. Kivior got the challenge in. Odegaard. Now Rice. Back to Ben White. Gabriel. Kivior. Oh, pressure from Gomez actually worked there. Put Kivior under pressure and he had to just force it down the line, but miscued it, out of play. Liverpool throw. Liverpool have improved massively in the second half. They've been much more of a threat against Arsenal. It's not been as one-sided or one-way traffic as it was in the first half. Although here come Arsenal, there's still a threat in behind. Here's Kai Havertz. McAllister battled, and he won the battle fairly, said Anthony Taylor. Havertz was desperate for a penalty. Alisson did get it cleared in the end, but Arsenal will be buoyed by that. Growing confidence, and Robertson there getting it away from Odegaard, but only for a throw-in. And McAllister's actually hurt himself in the process of that challenge. He's up and he's fine. See this again. It's Havertz. He just overruns the ball. That's a fantastic challenge by McAllister. I mean, Kai Havertz just... the ball's getting away from him and he tries to reach out to grab it, and McAllister gets all of his body in the way. And I mean, it's a collision, but it's not a foul by McAllister. It's a really, really good challenge, and I know Mikel Arteta looks kind of dumbfounded as to how they didn't get a penalty, but that's a very good decision by referee Anthony Taylor. Although VAR are double checking it, I don't think this should be given. I've seen it multiple times, and what McAllister does is he uses his right leg to step across and gets the ball away from the defender. It's not a foul. And referee or VAR David Cook has confirmed that, so no penalty is the decision. The game will play on. I mean, there's no need to show us that screen either. I mean, really? "64 minutes gone. 26 or so to go. This game so close. Much more even in the second half, definitely. Neither side really taking that moment at this minute in time. But this is where both of these sides, if they want to go and take Man City to the title and try and stop City, I mean, that's what it comes down to. They both want to win the title, but it's all about stopping City, more or less. And if they want to do that, they need to show a bit more. That was a bit silly from Konate. Well, one interesting. Just see Gabriel Jesus there, that camera angle. Not involved in the Arsenal squad today. As I mentioned in the pre-match, you know, both sides missing key players, but it's how they deal with it that is the most important. Saliba done well there against Jota. Did win the free kick. Jorginho. The next goal is huge. Both of these sides played at a 1-1 draw at Anfield before Christmas, and I think either side had the bottle to go for the winner on that day. I mean, they both tried, but neither really done enough to get a winner on that day, and that's why I said, you know, on the balance of things, both sides will probably say that, oh, what a mistake! That's awful from Liverpool. Terrible. Virgil van Dijk and Alisson get mixed up. No idea what they're doing. And Gabriel Martinelli, the beneficiary. The man who scored in now 3 successive games against Liverpool, is the key man again. And it's all Liverpool mistake again. Architects of their own downfall. Van Dijk pressured. Thought his keeper was coming. They get so confused. What are they doing? Two of the best players in this competition, and they have both done each other in there. What is that? Ball over the top from Arsenal. This is calamitous, really. Virgil van Dijk he hesitates initially, doesn't get in front of Martinelli, lets him keep alongside him, and allows his goalkeeper to come for it. But the ball's out of the box. Alisson can't come and collect, and he doesn't kick the ball. Gets no touch to the ball, Alisson. It's an error shot. His defender then gets in his own way. And then Martinelli, he'll never score an easier goal than that. That is shocking. Shocking from Liverpool. 2-1. Goodness me. That is unheard of when it comes to those two players. The vast amounts of experience and ability between those two players. And there you are. Goodness me. Wow. Nunez, ball across, cleared away. And tonight, Liverpool need to fight back again, although they have a player down, which is a slight issue. Although he's getting back to his feet, Diogo Jota. Yeah, he's just hobbling a bit there, Jota. Not looking good, but he's back to his feet. Liverpool have played on through that, so they didn't feel that there was a need to put the ball out of play. McAllister. McAllister from distance. Dragged wide of the right post. Goal kick. Well, could it be North London that haunts Liverpool? Their only defeat in the Premier League prior to this game was in North London away at Spurs. That was mainly down to a VAR decision, really, but in the end they did lose with that 9 men they were down to in that one crazy game. Nuts. This one has been crazy on all other levels. And practically all 3 goals really have been avoidable for defences. But here come Arsenal again. They want to put this to bed now. Martinelli with the ball in. Away by Van Dijk. Robertson with a follow-up header. Diaz flicks it on, trying to get Robertson on the front foot. Heads it behind himself, Robertson. Mistake again. Odegaard finds Saka. Odegaard on the spin. Beats away from McAllister. Can't work an angle. Can't open up the space to find the shot. Jorginho. Saka, though, keeps the pressure on. Van Dijk with a clearance. Out for an Arsenal throw. And now it's about character for both teams, really. Arsenal need to show character to stay in this game. Or not stay in it. I mean, further their lead in it. Liverpool, they need to stay in it and try and keep themselves on the coattails of Arsenal and within a chance of getting something. Remember, as I said, Jota went down. It was a late challenge by Kivior. He got a yellow card for that, Jakub Kivior. So Jota, it was just one of those. It was an impact issue, just straight from the contact of the foul earlier in the game there. And Jota was fine. He is fine now. 20 minutes to go. Elliott. Konate. Bizarre what we're witnessing in North London again. Konate, ball over the top by Van Dijk. Away from Nunez. Gomez with a throw in. Elliott brings it down. It's now about the character of this Liverpool side. Can they come back again? I mean, they look more threatening in the second half. Probably have more belief that they can come back in this half than they did in the first half, really. That goal came from crazy circumstances. The first Liverpool goal. Elliott. Van Dijk. Diaz. Down the left. Jones trying to work an angle. Robertson made the run in, failed. Back to Diaz. Jones. Back from Van Dijk right away. Here's Curtis Jones threading it through the lines, trying to find Robertson. Under pressure, Saka clears his lines. Throw into Liverpool on the left. And this, again, would close the gap at the top to just 2 points and give Manchester City a real look in now. Remember, as I said, if Arsenal win and Manchester City win their game in hand and tomorrow night away at Brentford, they will be top of the Premier League. Jota. Robertson. Konate. McAllister. Pressed by Odegaard, but he keeps the possession. Robertson to Diaz. Liverpool trying to work it through the lines. Diaz beating off the ball, but Jones keeps the possession for the moment. McAllister. Konate, not very much movement up front for Liverpool at the moment. Elliott tries to find Joe Gomez, who's taken down there, but Kivior's challenge puts it out for a Liverpool throw. In the meantime, Arsenal are going to make another substitution. They made one at half-time. And the man who might have the winner for Arsenal in Gabriel Martinelli. I mean, it's probably one of the easiest goals he'll ever score in his life, but they all count. That's a lovely goal. And he's going to be replaced by Leandro Trossard. So, fresh legs in attack for Arsenal. And Trossard. Gomez. Elliott with the ball in. Back post. Oh, Raya done really well there. Just as you thought it was going to escape him, he done incredibly well to come and grab it. Rice's ball. Trossard was a bit on the back foot there. Wasn't expecting the ball as early as it came and went out for a Liverpool throw. Gomez trying to eye up something from the throw in. See what he can throw it, who he can throw it to. Goes down the line. Goes out of play. It will be another Liverpool throw. I mean, Mikel Arteta's quick to point to his watch now. Talking about taking time from throw-ins. Here is Gomez with another throw-in. Goes down the line. Nunez the target. Couldn't bring it in. Well, one thing that Liverpool will know they have is they have scored 20 goals between the 76th minute to the end of the game this season, more than any other side. Plus, as I mentioned in the first half, more points from losing positions than any other team in the league with 19. They know how to come back from losing positions. They know what pressure it puts on them. And time again they've delivered. But this is the big one. This is where they need to deliver. A win for Liverpool would be priceless at this point. But it looks as tough can be at the Emirates. Arsenal leading 2-1. Liverpool with time against them. Jota. Gomez looking for the cross. Blocked by Kivior. Liverpool corner. And Robertson will jog his way over to that far side to take the throw in, or to take the corner, sorry. Height in there for Liverpool. Konate, Van Dijk up. Nunez there involved as well. Jota loves a headed goal himself. There's threat in there. Diaz is on the keeper. Raya, deep corner whipped in. First connection from a Arsenal head, and McAllister! Oh, not too far away there. From the clearance, falls to him and connects with it right on the floor, and it looked like it was bobbling towards the bottom corner, just wide of the right post for Alexis McAllister. So close. But close yet no cigar. Although this is a worry for Arsenal at the moment. Man down for them, and it's Bukayo Saka receiving treatment at the moment. Whatever that is, so we do wait. Don't forget, more Premier League football to come for you. One more game of Match Week 23 to come. Tomorrow night we're in London again, at the G-Tech Community Stadium, where Brentford welcome Manchester City. That is tomorrow at 8 o'clock. I think they're going to make another change here, Arsenal. Is that Reece Nelson? Looks like it might be Reece Nelson. And Saka back to his feet after receiving treatment, but it looks like it might be his day over, I would say. And it's the home fans that are in full voice at the moment. This game, monumentous in terms of title race football. I mean, it's not over no matter what happens in this game, but the winner most certainly gets a bit of a galvanised and can push on. So that substitution is made by Arsenal. Bukayo Saka being replaced by Reece Nelson. Another set of fresh legs on for Arsenal in attacking areas. 11.5 minutes plus additional time to go. And it's got to this point. Liverpool have won from later than this. We're 1 goal down, so they know not to give up. But this very different circumstances than a billowing Anfield. Darwin Nunez having a chat with Jorginho there. Not happy. Arsenal get the throw. Kivior to take. Kivior with a throw. Konate with a header. Rice heads it back into the danger. Van Dijk heads it out of play. Arsenal throw. They take quickly, trying to confuse Liverpool. Nelson riding the challenge. Konate. There's a foul throw there. Anthony Taylor spotted something that we didn't, and Liverpool get the throw. Interesting. Not often you see that. A foul throw at this level. But I mean, it's been a day where strange things have happened. Even in this game, strangest of, most unexpected, most craziest of things have happened. Just a very weird and bizarre game. But a game which, to be fair, Arsenal really do deserve to be winning. No doubts, but it's not about what you deserve, it's about what you end up getting. And with 10 minutes to go, it's Arsenal in the driving seat. It's Arsenal in the ascendancy. It's Arsenal with the lead. And it's Liverpool with all the work to do. McAllister. Konate. Well, we talk about how momentous this game is. Remember, both of these sides still have to play Manchester City before the end of the season. So So those games will be huge. Arsenal already played Manchester City here, so they have to go to the Etihad. The Gunners, Liverpool, have already been to the Etihad and got a draw. They have Man City at home to come, so those will be huge games. McAllister straight into the hands of David Raya. Well, next up for Arsenal, they have a London derby to go to the London Stadium. That's next Sunday at 2 o'clock. Liverpool next week, they are at home. And they are at home to Burnley next week at 3 o'clock on Saturday. As I mentioned, it will be Liverpool's... hold on. In a moment. Arsenal were breaking down the left there. Kivior has to go back to Gabriel. It will be Liverpool's, obviously, first league defeat since Tottenham away earlier in the season. It will be the first league defeat with 11 men since April. I haven't given up yet. Here's Jota running forward. Gives it to Elliott. Runs in field, but runs into trouble in Martin Odegaard, and Arsenal incredible on that front, getting in the way. Here's Elliott down the line to Gomez, trying to work an angle, trying to work across. He'll get the corner, Joe Gomez, a couple of times, and he's just got the corner out of it. Kivior's done well since coming on in the second half. He's not looked out of place or in trouble more often. He's done well. Let's see here. Andy Robertson to go again from the right hand side for this corner. Continue with that in-swinger, Liverpool. Fizzed across. Headed away by Arsenal. That's really good from Trossard. Kind of got out of the way. McAllister there. Odegaard facing his own goal, and Arsenal done very, very well there. That's a lovely touch. Trossard. Odegaard. Nice space on the right. They're not going to go gung-ho for it at the minute. Rice. Nelson, though. Goes back to Gabriel. Ball switched out to the right. Chested down by White. Snide. Odegaard. Ball in. Flicked on. Headed on by Kivior straight into the hands of Alisson. Might have been onside there. He had to run late. He is onside. Van Dijk playing him on. Oh, here's Nunez down the other end for Liverpool. Goes for goal, but hits it into the stand. That was a big opportunity for Liverpool. Nunez broke down the right-hand side, worked it into the box up against Kai Havertz, beats past him, and should just play a ball across. He goes for goal himself, and I mean, it's one he will want to forget very quickly. But there you are. Probably sums up Liverpool's afternoon, really. They're going to make another change. And Joe Gomez is coming off. And coming on is the man who loves a bit of maestro work in midfield. Thiago Alcantara. I mean, he's been injured for a long, long time. First involvement this season for Liverpool. And he's back and in the Liverpool team, and maybe trying to energise them to something late on here. They need to move it quickly. Elliott with the ball forward. Nunez battling, but Nunez offside. So, I mean, I don't know who's the Liverpool right back. They're taking off Gomez and Alexander-Arnold. Robertson's playing left back. Is it Luis Diaz? It is. Luis Diaz. Has Jurgen Klopp lost the plot? I mean, if it works, it'll be a masterstroke. But I mean, Luis Diaz at right back. Bizarre, that. And that's where Arsenal are going to test. That's where Arsenal are going to put pressure on now. Liverpool are effectively playing without a right back. And they'll get the throw in. There, Liverpool. Kai Havertz can't believe it. And with 4 minutes plus additional time to go, Arsenal need to hold on. Diaz under pressure from Trossard. Trossard's keeping him in that area, not allowing an outlet. Elliott comes and Elliott helps and gets it cleared. And now Robertson on the space on the left. Thiago. Back to Van Dijk. Here is Thiago. Back on the field. Can he make an impact? Konate. Coming forward. Oh, McAllister a bit slow. Awful pass. Does find its way to Van Dijk though. Here's Thiago. Elliott. Jota flicked it on to Elliott. Diaz down the right. Elliott chooses infield, goes in with a cross, easily away by Arsenal again. And that's a second yellow surely for Konate there. That's him. He's off. Konate. One too much. And it doesn't look like Liverpool will have 11 men to end the game. It won't be. And that's a second yellow for Ibrahim Konate, who is off. And that is probably sums up Liverpool's afternoon, really. I mean, yeah, he's just not much you could do there. But I mean, yeah, the referee had no choice but to send him off. It is a yellow card challenge, and it's a foul and a yellow card. And at that point, he's on a yellow card, wasn't careful enough, and got a second booking. So scrap that stat of Liverpool losing with 11 men. Scrap that stat now. Free kick here for Virgil van Dijk. I mean, the game's gone a bit tetchy now. It's lost its way now. See this again. It's a good header by Van Dijk. Dangerous. What are you talking about? Well, Virgil van Dijk gets the free kick. And we get underway again as we enter the last minute of the 90. What is that? Thiago gives it away. Nelson. Chance for Arsenal to finish it. Blocked by Robertson. Robertson battling. Wins the challenge. Wins the ball. Fires the ball forward. Nunez brought down. Referee giving him no foul. I think Nunez might be booked here because of the way he reacted to not getting the free kick. We will get a booking. I mean, this game's gone. Oh, bizarre. You see this again. Well, I think Darwin Nunez got a very good... I mean, Anthony Taylor, he's been good all afternoon, but I think he's lost his way in the last couple of minutes. I don't think he knows what he's doing. That is surely a foul on Darwin Nunez, but nonetheless, we play on. 90 minutes gone. How long will be added on? Didn't mean that to rhyme. 7 added minutes. So, almost an eternity to go. And the referee now pulling out another yellow card. It's Saliba this time. I don't think the referee's helping this. Just making it worse. Just making it more frantic and more crazy. And then the free kick comes to nothing. Straight over the top. Goal kick Liverpool. Saliba was given the yellow card for time wasting there. That's 3 of the Arsenal back 4 booked. Liverpool, of course, down to 10. Konate, of course, will miss the next game. Well, both of these two teams know how to score past the 90-minute mark. 7 goals each. 90 minutes or beyond this season. So they both know to get late goals, and Trossard does well past Elliott. Here's Trossard. Trossard goes, gets it! Liverpool with no right back in position, no one there, and Mikel Arteta runs down the touchline, and Arsenal have put the final nail in the coffin of Liverpool today. They've been nowhere near it from minute one. They can't complain, Liverpool, but Arsenal have been by far the better team, and they get their just rewards. Arsenal 3, Liverpool 1. Game over. And Trossard does it really, really well down the left-hand side. And we talked about had Jurgen Klopp lost the plot, taking off a right back. And I mean, again, Van Dijk far too hesitant to make the challenge. Far too simple. Trossard does really, really well. Takes it onto his left, right through the legs of Alisson. No one in a Liverpool shirt anywhere near him. 3-1. And that really, I mean, I'm sure Liverpool want to get out of North London and don't want to come back to North London anytime soon. 2 visits to North London in the league. 2 defeats. Arteta down the touchline. Delirium inside the Emirates. Incredible for them. Incredible moment for Arsenal. Over Christmas it was talked about, had they lost their way? Were they enough to win this Premier League or to be in a title race this season? Liverpool were in their best moment. Coming into this one, Liverpool have been pretty much faultless in 2024. But they've combined all their mistakes and their faults into one game. And Arsenal have capitalised upon it. And Liverpool staring down the barrel of their second defeat in the league this season. Only their second defeat. Still a remarkable thing, but today, no doubts as to who was the better side. No doubts as to who deserves the 3 points. And the Arsenal fans, credit to them, they've been shouting all game. And the referee, another booking here. Rice, I think it is this time. But that is surely a huge moment. Coming into this one, it was a must for Arsenal. A must win. Talking about them keeping themselves in the title race. Well, they've certainly firmly re-established themselves in a title race. And Liverpool beaten on the day. But still a very long way to go in this title race. And it's Man City that are probably the big winners of the day, really. Remember, you know what City can offer. They win. Oh, Kai Havertz needs to watch himself there. He needs to watch himself. I mean, he's got a bit excited with the linesman there, and the linesman flag went flying. But no, the big winner is Manchester City. If they put on the run that they can do, they win tomorrow night away at Brentford and win their game in hand, they go top of the league. But it's Arsenal. It's their day in North London. Liverpool beaten on all areas. Chalk and cheese from the Chelsea win in midweek. Liverpool were absolutely imperious today. I mean, they've been absolutely paper thin, awful. And that just shows you it's not going to be as simple once again in this league. Never is simple. And North London will haunt Liverpool for the near future. In league terms anyway. Minute or so to go. Arsenal 3, Liverpool 1. Liverpool just playing for pride at the moment, but I mean, I don't think they have much dignity or pride left. But they are still top. They still have to be they have to be leapfrogged. They still hold top spot at the moment. They had a bit of a buffer. That buffer has been kind of decreased by Arsenal today. Could have been, if Liverpool had come here and won, it could have been 8 points. It's now the exact opposite. It's 2 points. It separates Arsenal and Liverpool. It's crazy. Oh, handball there, according to the referee. Liverpool give it away again. I mean, Anthony Taylor, you should just blow the final whistle. Liverpool have been all over the place. And no matter how they tried to get going, they just weren't on it today. And that's the final whistle. Jubilation for Arsenal, who have put themselves right back in the question. A difficult Christmas period. Liverpool seemingly the team to beat, and Arsenal have done that today. For only the second time this season, Liverpool fall, crazily enough, yet to lose with 11 men, which is crazy in and itself. But Arsenal were impeccable today. They showed the class and the quality and ability of title challengers. Question marks over them and whether they could get themselves back in it. This was always the game that would be the difference. And today, Arsenal get the 3 points. City, surely the big winners. They're well back in it now. Liverpool beaten. And this title race will ring on and ring on. But it's Arsenal that have knocked Liverpool when they were on the highest of feelings. And regroup and go again will be the task for Jurgen Klopp and his team. Arsenal to soak this in, but not too much. Know that this is only one step. Know that this is a huge step. But there are still 15 more big steps to make if they want to be the league winners this season. Liverpool still hold top spot, but their gap at the top is down to only 2 points. City still in and around that. They've yet to play this weekend and have a game in hand over Liverpool and Arsenal. We'll see what they can do. But it's Arsenal that are the victors in North London. And North London, kind of the vein of Liverpool at the minute. Final score from the Emirates. It's Arsenal 3, Liverpool 1.